Come with us to the beautiful Vale of Evesham, scene of market garden fringing the banks of the River Avon.
Evesham. The vision back in the early 19th century was of growth as the nation became connected by rail. The fertile land here in what is coined as the fruit and vegetable basket of England saw farmers thrive, growing high-value, short shelf-life crops, and in particular, asparagus. Whilst the crops grew, so did the town and its wealth. With it came an architectural boom, putting Evesham on the map as a prosperous and evolving market town. Manchester House was the home of Wrightons, costumers and hat makers from 1939 to 75. Anchor House, once an emporium named Hamilton and Bell's, a department store which would later be named Owen and Owen. Looking up whilst on a walk throughout the town reveals many of the town's historical architectural triumphs. Some shops have retained their heritage look and feel, such as Lawrence's Bakery, or the aptly named Georgian House, or the sweet shop at the bottom of Bridge Street, which looks as though it's time-warped straight out of the 1950s. These streets play part of what is known as the conservation area, and our councils look to protect its heritage and character. Back in 2017, Wychavon District Council launched the Shop Front Guide, which set out guidelines on how Evesham should retain its heritage look and feel. And if we look at towns that lean heavily on these values, we find that they are popular with both locals and visitors who bask in the character and in turn boost the local economy. Here in Evesham over the past decade, the conservation shield has slowly lowered, with many shops contravening the Shop Front Guide and an enforcement and planning team mostly acting on complaints rather than being preemptive. We've seen the town slowly drift from the intention of the conservation status, and patchwork repairs to the road and pathways hasn't helped scaffold these efforts. Today's vision for Evesham is set out in the Wychavon Investment Prospectus. It includes some bold and much-needed progressive moves, such as the regeneration of the Riverside shopping centre, which has seen neglect for near a decade. Speaking with many shop owners around the town, the will and want for uplift is deafening. This is why I'm working with the team at Wychavon to create a programme that forges relationships, uniting councils and businesses to come together, providing on-the-ground information and inspiration, with laser focus on moving our town forward by embracing its past. Some areas just need a little TLC, whilst others need action. Together, we can help lift the areas that need support and bring back a lost confidence. The town is undoubtedly architecturally stunning. And as the digital age may see off many town centres, and some areas stray from the conservation path, it's important that we appreciate how unique and privileged we are to have such an array of buildings hugged by a river, intertwined with layers of historical significance. From the Abbey, the battleground, our world-class growing expertise, to our modern-day geographical oasis, nestled a stone's throw away from the Cotswolds, with connections to the many towns and cities here in the Midlands.